Alright, well, here we are in what I would consider the second half of the village. Not really as condensed, although there are a couple of people that we can interact with here. A couple of these fine village folk that we can irritate the hell out of this woman. There really is not a lot to do in terms of side quests and interactions with NPCs in this game. So, as Naya wants to go ahead and just sweep the hell out of this dirt ground, go right ahead, brother. I guess she's like, well, I guess that's what it's for. I wonder what's over here. I don't know. I don't really go exploring that much. It's just, this game is very streamlined, and speedruns of this could probably take close to like an hour and a half, because there are a lot of set pieces, and they are pretty awesome. But that's what takes up a majority of this game. And other than that, I mean, it's pretty straightforward, but it's also extremely story-driven, and I love the story of this game. It's very different, and I like it. So I'm going to talk to old lady Witherspoon here. Alright. Just that way. Just go that way. You can find out the rest later. Alright, we'll do. But over here... I don't even want to know what the hell that was. No, I'm good. Let's go over here. Let's go play some basketball. Now, what's kind of funny is that Nai and Naya are literally the worst basketball players ever. He's so mad. You can just steal it from the little kid and then just miss. It's like, God, this game is a lot harder than I thought. Well, you know what? I'm a poor sport. I don't like this game anymore. I'm gonna take your ball, and you can just deal with it, because this is the only time we ever get to interact with the ball. And I like it. You get a gear later on, but that's another story. So there's another part of the village we don't really ever see, but there's also a wishing well. Sweet. Hey, little kid, go get your ball. Yes, you actually get an achievement for destroying the hopes and dreams and the only source of entertainment from that small child in his or her entire life. You get an achievement for it. This game is kind of weird in that way. Some of the achievements in this are really bizarre. But we're gonna go down here and speak to this man on the water. Playing his lovely harp here, rehearsing for his Florence and the Machine sessions. Just laughing because we suck. I'm a bad sport, animals don't like me, people don't like to talk to me, and I suck at instruments that are musical. But of course, we have the gifted small child. Seemed very entertained by that. Holy smokes. It's like, you correctly played the G chord. Good job, my son. You're well on your way to becoming an intermediate harp player, I guess. God, what are they tuning a harp? But this is where we could have gone over the bridge. There's like no obstacles here for some reason. I thought there might have been, but nope. Oh, what's this dude? What are you talking about? He's drinking. Wow. What a jerk. He's blocking the way. Why can't we... Never mind. I don't want to know. You want to give it a shot? So, whoops. Of course he wants to take a drink of it. So... yeah, let's just drink out of the same bottle as this creepy asshole that's just staring at us. Yeah, let's leave. I'm done with this place. Alright, so we're going through these lovely woods here. Oh my god, this looks amazing. I would sleep here. Like on that rock over there. I would sleep in the moss. I wouldn't sleep next to the hay though. This place probably stinks really bad. So here we have our first instance of something that can literally kill us. We've got ourselves a dog here. They already position you in a way so that you can just go ahead and, you know, distract the dog as both your brothers make your way across. Depending on your distance from each brother, you can't be too far away from the other, otherwise they'll just yell at each other. Just to kind of signal you can't have them that far apart. The camera can't pan out that far. But this part is actually pretty simple if you ask me. You can actually just run back and forth with the kids, and every so often the dog will get caught on something. Like, I can go over here. Oh, sweet, I didn't think I'd make it that far. And then he's just gonna get really confused when I start running with Naya. So like, he's up there, he wants me, shoot, he didn't get confused. Go over there. You want the small fry. There it is. So, ooh, don't eat me! Okay, we should be fine. This angry dog. If you get touched by him, you just have to restart at the same checkpoint, so... It's nothing really to worry about at all. It's just enjoyable not to die. It's really depressing when you die. Alright, sweet. So, let's cross this lovely waterfall here. These amazing water graphics. Sweet Jesus. Why couldn't we have these in the darkness, man? Or, oh, Syndicate. That was the other one. I was thinking about doing Syndicate on the channel a while back, but I was like, nobody would watch this. But hey, what else is new? that would literally be the ending statement to me suggesting any game to LP is nobody would watch it, but that's alright. Alright, so here we have another one of these. It's like, hey, we've done this puzzle before. Make it so obvious. Okay, drop down the rope. Is there any... Oh, there's nothing behind the waterfall. I think I checked at one point. I was like, wait a minute, looks like there's something there. Alright, so now we can go and scale some more walls. This is fun stuff. If you think that controlling both brothers at the same time is really difficult, you actually get used to it really easily. So I screwed it up there. Alright, cool. Wow, and this is the source of 3 achievements. There are 400 gamer points, Steam achievements, and trophies you can get. And this is where 3 of them are. So first thing we're gonna do is, little brother, how do you like being a hamster? Go over here and go and have a little bit of fun. Please be the electricity. We're gonna grab a sheep over here, and we're gonna bring him on over. Only Naya can bring over larger animals such as this. There are a couple we get to play around with, like bunnies and goats and turtles. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this as an infinite supplier of energy, because that only makes far too much sense. Because like he has literally no motivation to run, so he'll just keep on doing it. And we're gonna run over here real fast, and there's a bird here. Now make sure that before you get to chapter 4, you go ahead and set this bird free. You just set some man's best friend free, and that is actually gonna help get an achievement for later. There is a chapter select in this game, and it does save if you just go here, save, and then leave. So just keep in mind, it's not missable in any capacity. And once we get to chapter 4, there'll be another similar instance where we can get an achievement for that. It's a very convoluted way of explaining it, but I think you got the gist of it. So this part is actually really monotonous. The achievement even pokes fun at it because he's so slow at carrying a giant sheep. Go faster. It would be really nice if little brother could help us here, but of course I think he just gets really confused. So you'll notice there are a couple of black rabbits here, as well as a nice little pit of ash, or I guess a fire pit. And so if you couldn't have imagined, I have a white sheep and I want to paint it black. Let's go over here, drop them on in, and with this, we get an achievement, 40 points. Black sheep. Hooray! He's a black sheep. And then we can go and do the same thing over here with the little white rabbit. God, there are so many song references here. And we got bunny buddies, because, you know, animals are not immune to the horrors of racism. That's why one seemed really happy to play. Oh my god. He was so excited. Alright, unfortunately we can't bring that sheep back, so he has to suffer with them for the rest of his life. Alright, so before we head off, I'm gonna go ahead and talk to this guy over here, see if he knows what to do as he's combing his roof. What do you have to say? Oh my god. Wow, again! Again, Nai, I would not be doing this next to the man who seems very angry that you're doing something. As well as the fact that he has a pitchfork. Like, what if he just, like, poked him and just... he, like, fell down and broke his neck? Anyway, he tells us the same thing everybody else does. Just continue along the extremely linear path. You will find it eventually. Might take a couple hours, but believe me, it's there. And then over there you can kind of... there it is, the dog freaking out in the little farmyard we were just at. God. And there's nothing over there? Oh wait, I'm thinking a little too soon. Alright, yeah, it's over here. So a lot of these places, like here, when you're like shimmying along here against the wall, you don't have to worry about falling off. It's totally automatic. You can't accidentally fall off. Same thing with jumping. You can't miss a jump. It's kind of simple in that way, but wait. I hear crying. That's kind of unusual, I guess. Let's see what the source of it is, shall we? Alright, so here we are introduced to a giant buddy. He's pretty awesome. He's gonna help us on our journey, despite his large, rather freakishly ogreish nature. I guess he's an ogre. But we can head over here, and I guess it's just a pot. A giant pot. And I wonder why he's sad. I mean, there's 2 beds here. It seemed like it was pretty cozy, as well as a place for 2 people to sit. Or 2 ogres, rather. So, maybe we're helping him find something, maybe? Anyway, this area, which previously would not be accessible, is now perfectly traversable by the brute strength of being tossed up onto it. Oh god!
Hey, Naya!
Hey, over here! Come on in, the water's fine! Oh god! Throw us right at our brother! Here we've got ourselves another bench. This one is pretty cool too, like, oh, look at this place. Is that? Oh man, I think we actually go there. I've never noticed that. I think that might be where we need to go eventually. This kind of seems like we're going off the, you know, the path well traveled, but he still wants us to go over here. There we go. Alright, let's not get caught on the rock there. There are some weird graphical imperfections in this game, and I don't mean that in like, oh, that leaf looked really bad and poorly rendered. I just mean sometimes you get caught on invisible walls, and it's not a very good experience when that happens, even though you don't really detriment too much from the story in that regard. Right, so let's continue onwards. It's been a while since I've played this, but I still remember enough of it to recall pretty much everything about it. I mean, it's one of those things where you play it once and it's engraved in your memory forever. Oh god, except for that. This didn't step on me. It was very close. He's just gonna take his merry old time. Okay. So I think... Ooh, actually I think we get to sidestep. Bounce across. Very nice. So sorry if I sound really tired. I got off work a little bit ago, and I gotta go back in later. It's been a long week, just because New Year's coming up, and Christmas has been especially hectic in terms of both crowds as well as tags. I hang tags in the middle of the night because that's one of my jobs, and you know, I'm pretty efficient at it. It kind of takes a while and it's really monotonous, but the plus side is that I do it at night, which means there are no customers there and I can listen to music, and it's a very independent job, so I basically can go at my own pace and I don't have to worry about waiting for others or others waiting for me. And the thing that's nice about that is, like I said, efficiency is my forte, so I'm able to get out of there pretty quick when there's not a lot to do, but god damn it, these past couple days have been murder. So, yeah, it's nice just to be able to come home, plug in the old Xbox 360, and play a little bit of Brothers, so that's nice. I don't think I'm going to record anything for the rest of this year. This is the last thing I'll record in 2014. So, and I think this is still chapter 1. I'm going to be dividing these up into chapters. I think each one is short enough and long enough to be able to be its own standalone video. Ooh. Without being too overly long. So that's kind of nice. By the time you guys see this, I'm sure the swapper will be done. The swapper is actually really cool. If you guys haven't checked it out, you notice it wasn't very popular in my uploads, even compared to Pikmin 2, which is already very unpopular. But swapper is really cool, especially if you look at how they made it. I think a lot of it is actually like clay models and very simple 3D imaging, and it's very simplistic, but it's also a really cool game. And it's also another one of those weird indie games. And so, and I guess it's supposed to be free for PlayStation users, gold PlayStation users, in the month of January, so go pick it up. Couldn't have been more perfect timing. And I think we're done here, actually. So, let's dive right in, shall we? Pretty sure that's not what they signed up for. So nice. This place looks equally as awesome too. It reminds me of a... Oh, excuse me. It reminds me of Call of Juarez, if you guys ever played that. I think it was Gunslinger, or... It was the one that was very heavily stylized, like Borderlands. You know, it had like thick outlines, and it was actually a really good game. There's like a cave scene. Reminds me so much of this. I should play it on the channel one of these days. But with that, I think this is the end of Chapter 1 now. So with this, let's go head inside of here and see if we can help the ogre out.